All right, today I'm covering social media's three biggest workouts. In my opinion, this is what I see most on social media. It might differ, but I'm gonna get started right away in saying that I'm not saying that all of these workouts were made on social media. I'm very aware a lot of them, and probably all of them, were a thing before social media. It's just I found that social media kind of blew them up, especially one, two, kind of the third one. I just kind of needed a third workout to put in there, and this one's kind of big on there. But starting off with probably the biggest one, that if you even look up best bicep workouts, you already know what I'm talking about. There's always those few accounts that always put spider curls number one, and people are either having like, what spider curls, or why are these good workouts? Okay, spider curls, what they are, you get a 30 to 45 degree angle bench, all right, and you take either a straight bar, easy bar, or dumbbells, and you're laying. All right, you're gonna lay like this at like an angle, and your arms are out in front of you, and you're just gonna curl up. All right, listen, I'm not the biggest guy. All right, so you might want to listen to me, but I will say, from my personal experience, when you're doing workouts like this, I think that it's very unstable. I think you're very likely to end up swaying your arms, and obviously that's not going to hit your biceps as much as a workout like a preacher curl, where your arms are also out in front of you and you're just curling normally. All right, so you just curl straight like that. All right, so that's what a spider curls. I've done them. My biggest complaint with them is, one, at my gym, there's not a lot of stuff there. It's kind of a smaller gym, so not always is the bench open, but also the preacher curl's not always open. But if I'm gonna have to wait for something to be open, I'd rather wait for a preacher to be open. So also, my other big complaint with it is the sliding. I found that after a while doing it and learning like how to like stabilize yourself, you don't slide, but it's just a matter of, it's annoying having to even worry about that. Like with a preacher, literally you sit down. If it's a machine, if it's dumbbell, if it's barbell, does not matter, easy bar. You sit down, arm, curl. That's all it is. It's super stable. So I just think there's better options. I've done it. And the other thing I see is, a lot of times when they rate these workouts, their biggest claim for spider curls being the best is having a good pump, all right? Having a pump does not mean your muscles are growing any more than a workout that gives you a less of a pump. As long as you're going to failure and doing a workout and you're doing it properly and you're progressive overloading, your muscles are gonna grow, all right? So that's my take on that. Second workout, JM press, love it. Straight off the bat, love it. Amazing workout. So people say that to train different heads of your triceps, people always say there's three, so you do workouts to each head. I don't think so. I would say, something I've heard before, you can train the one head going above, so like this right here, and the other one pushing down or pressing. So for the one, I like JM press. If you don't know what that is, you can do it with Smith machine. I don't have one. I do one with the chest press. Now, if your chest press has like an angled bench, it's not gonna work as well. Mine's flat back, so it works. And basically how it works is, your your bar should be at about like upper chest to mid chest, not nipple height, maybe just above. Your hand should come to like right here. All right, and when you're pressing, you're keeping your elbows tucked in the whole time. There is no flare, there's no fork. It's that, and you're not coming like this or that, like a skull crusher. It's weird. It's like, think of it like this and this are in a straight line the whole time. See that? That never leaves the line. That movement will shred your triceps. So that's my personal take on it. I've never done Smith machine one, but from what I heard, it's the best version. So I can already tell that this is a S tier workout, because if I'm doing a chest press, which is considered a worse version, and I have a great pump, I know good tricep gains, and it feels amazing, then I know Smith machine would be good. My only complaint is maybe getting like elbow pains, but that's probably a workout issue on my end. Maybe I should start lowering the weight some, but it's whatever. Also, maybe like kind of restrains, but it's probably my fault. I should probably lower the weight some. Go slowly and kind of work my way up, a little easier. Third workout, sissy squats. Love this workout, love it. And a lot of people know what it is. When you hear the name, you're like, what is that? It sounds fake. It's not fake. This one's really weird. It's really watch a visual. Basically, the movement is, you're coming and you're going on the balls of your feet. So kind of like a calf raise, how you get in that top position, and your knees are going over your toes. You're kind of going like this, kind of like a Michael Jackson move, going back like that, right? You're doing that. So that is supposed to target your quads. When I say I implemented this in my workout, I have never had a quad pump, quad soreness the next day like anything else. This was equal to like, you know, like that first day you hit legs and the next day you're like, oh my gosh, I can't walk. It was just like that. It was insane. Like, it's brutal. And the best part is, a lot of times, you know, you don't have to load tons of weight in your back. Now, I still think the most superior leg workout of all time, if I had to do one, barbell squats. The one no one wants to do, but it's the best one. So you do that. But yeah, that's everything. If I had to rank them, I would put sissy squats in the S tier. I don't know, like a low S tier, high E tier, because they are very good. I don't want to like have people thinking that by doing those you don't have to do squats. Squats are a staple. All right, next one is jam press. Now that is a true S tier. That is a staple. Like, you should have jam press in your workouts. Next one, spider curls. I have that like a C tier. Honestly, I think it's both overrated and overhated. It's funny. I think it's one of those workouts where you shouldn't think it's a terrible workout, but you also shouldn't say it's the best workout. It's just something that's like, if it's easier and more available to you, do it. But if you have options like a preacher curl or something like that, just go with the preacher curl. But yeah, that's all I have for today.